Okay, I got the corner finish pieces put together. What I did was I lined them up, as square as possible, and I put them inside. Well, I put them inside these clamps at either end, and I made a hole here and here. I need to move this out. Okay, and I was able, on two of these, I was able to drill a hole here and a hole here, and then put the screws in. And it's a good idea to do that because you're drilling into something like this. If you nail a nail in, especially a big nail, it could split the wood. So anyway, I got this piece and this piece. It will go over this here, like that, and and this will be attached to it. And what that does is, it gives this table a more of a finished look. When it's right now it's upside down. When it's right side up, it'll look a little more finished. But this is a table that I put together basically to practice on. This is made of scrap pieces of wood, and also I wanted to learn by doing about how to put something together on a frame, how the frame works. And I've learned some lessons here in that I attached this to this in here, and it's kind of wobbly, but it'll work. But this by itself, I mean, this is really solid. I should have basically thought about designing this table around something like this instead of something like this. So I think the next table or chair that I make out of wood, I like this. I like this corner structure, and it's got me thinking about about ways to do this other than all these layers. But I think having some layers is inevitable. But it seems like there should have been a simpler way of doing this. But I'm at this point, I don't know what it is, but I think I can figure it out. So anyway, I'm gonna. And when I did those two pieces of corner finish pieces, I was able to do that with the drill and the screws and everything. That was very nice. And then the juice in the battery pack on the drill ran out. So, but by that time I'd figured out like where everything went, and so basically I just lined this up. I took one of these and I put it down here in the clamps, and I drew out the spot where the drill hole would normally go. And instead of drilling a hole, I used one of these nails, and it turns out those nails did not split the wood, and they work pretty well. So if sometimes you can use a nail instead of a screw, and it'll work just as well. Okay, but now what I have to do is I have to sort of straighten out these legs and get everything attached, and then turn this thing right side up, and then set it outside. This was conceived and designed in my head as a rough piece of outdoor furniture that we can leave outside. It's something that can get rained on and then dry out, and we can set things on it, we can sit on it, we can use it as a table, we use it as a bench. Okay, but anyway, I'm making some progress, so I'm gonna do a little bit more work on this and see how it goes.